Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. Today's bonus game is FoxiMax. So let's start with foxes. All right, we have an E in both words. Let's try moving that to the end and getting all new letters otherwise. We're guessing the right word, basically. Maybe something like TR ending in E. Trade? I kind of like trade. Let's try it. Ooh, there's a D in the word. That's actually quite nice. So left word we have F, R, and E. Right word we have A, D, E. So the left word we know where the E is. So I think it's better to guess the right word. Get as much info as we can. I'm thinking A, D, E. Just slide that left. Although we might want to do like D, A. Ooh, D, E, something A. Actually, I'm not sure if I like that. Decal. I do like that. Ooh, I have expected that to be right. All right, we might be able to get the answer. Let's see. ELDA maybe? I don't think that's a word. What can we do? We could do an EA here. EAD. So LEAD. Bled. I think bled, past tense of bleed is bled, but I think that's BLED, isn't it? Plead. Plead maybe? Yes, it was. Okay. Now the left word. We have an F, R, L, and E. Okay, we might be able to get this. Oh, and an R. Is it rifle? It is rifle. Rifle plead. Okay. Cool. Yeah, not a bad solve today. Always good when you have two guesses left. Let's move on. Let's do Fibble. All right. So each guess has a lie in it. So otherwise it's Wordle, but we need to figure out where the lies are, and that makes this much, much harder than Wordle. So maybe this A, it should have been yellow or green. We don't know. I like to play in a hard mode, which is actually a setting in the game, where I can only guess things that can still be the answer. Now, to assist with that, I do have a number next to each. I have that setting on as well, to put a number next to each one, which tells you how many lies your guess would have in that word. So we need to be all ones for one lie each. So I'm going to use this C, and I'm going to bring in probably the A. So let's just do like a CA word probably. I'm sure there's one I can think of that isn't cares, because I don't want to end in S. Oh, you know what? Let's do cedar. I like cedar. Okay, so we do have a contradiction here. This patch says there's a C and cedar says there's not. It's quite possible there is no C. An all gray result very, very likely has one yellow, right? So, but because there's a contradiction in the C's, we can say with confidence that there is no A in the word. Because if you think about it, if there was an A in the word, this would have to be lying and this would have to be lying. And that uses up both of the lies we have. We're using up the lie in patch and the lie in cedar. We don't have a lie left for the C's. We know one of the C's has to be lying because they disagree. So A has to be true, as in not in the word. That's all we get though. So I wonder if I can continue using the C somewhere and just use that E as well. I don't know where I want to use the C though. Maybe an ECKY, like what? I actually don't know of a word like that. I thought there would be. What else could we do here? It is possible that we just have like an RE word or something like that. Let's actually just do that and not use the C. Or like a something ER. You know, I kind of like verse, repeating that E. Repeated letters can really catch out lies and Fibble, so let's give it a try. Ooh, interesting result. Interesting result. One of these E's is lying. Okay, so if one of these E's is lying, right, because this says it has to be second, so that E should have been green if that was true. So one of these E's is lying. That means there is no R in the word. Now, I'm of a mind to do E here and E here. Which would mean including the S somewhere. And it would also mean including a D. Okay, maybe I don't like that so much. Or I could put a C here. But, or we could do like ES, DES, something E. Okay, maybe not. So what are we doing here? We could say there's no E in the word at all. We could say we end in E and that's our lie. I think I like that being our lie, that we're just supposed to end in E and that should have been yellow. And then I think I want to use I don't know, maybe I don't want to use an S. Let's just give this a try, just ending in E. All new letters otherwise. How about bloke? That's fun. Maybe it's BL something something BE. Is there a word for that? Bloom, I think, might be a word. Okay, one of these B's is lying, which means there has to be an L, and it does mean that these E's are telling the truth. Very nice. Because again, we only have one lie left. We can't make both of them lie. One of the U or M is definitely in the word for sure. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this B was the lie. So I think we just end in E and then use a U or an M. Probably the U. Maybe something along these lines. Ooh, what are we doing here? I was thinking about UNGE, but I don't actually see, like, lunge is gone. I don't see another word for that. What can we do here? This one's been tough because I feel like I just haven't gotten the right letters in my guesses. What if it was something like we use the M instead? Like I am something something E. I was thinking about image, but there's no A. But something like this. Or like something I am and then E. Or we could even have the I in the middle. That's the advantage of using the I here. The M would be forced like first or second. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I'm just not seeing it. Can we think about options here? So if the PT or H is lying, we have to use the C. Can I do like CH ending in E? I'd love to do something like chime, but it has the issue of, first of all, oh, if I use the C, this E has to be correct. Okay, so yeah, I don't like that at all. Okay, so I really do think this C is lying. That C is telling the truth. I think this E is lying. It's supposed to be at the end, not there. That means that's telling the truth. So I'm between either there is no S, or there's an S fourth, or we have V and S. S fourth is an interesting option. And then here, I really think we just don't have the B. I'm not sure how the B would work. Yeah, so I think we just don't have the B. And then I don't know if we have U or M. I think this S is lying, though. It's either there or it's not in the word. I still can't think what this is, though. Mince? That's C-E. Darn. M-I something something E. Is something like minge a word? Minge is a word. Okay, so then maybe that helps. We know this E's right. So the M's are disagreeing here. I really wish the E had just lied. Like, throw me a bone here, Fibble. Give me an obvious lie. This has been really tough. So maybe we have the U and not the M, because I kind of want to use that I. If the I was the lie, because we want to use it, this is what happens here. So we would use an I and a U in that case, and we'd have to use the N. So that would be all of our letters. So we'd be like N-U-I-G-E. Actually, that would be forced. That's not a word. So that's obviously wrong. So I think maybe the I is not lying, because that comes out of the I lying. So there is no I. So maybe I should use the U then. So if the U is true, the M is lying. That means there's no M, and the N is lying. So probably no N. And so we have like something U, something GE. We just need those somethings to be new letters. Fudge? There's no D. Darn. Fudge looked good. Always down for some fudge. Ooh, that UDGE would be really good. Fudge and nudge. I guess nudge wouldn't work, but if the D were lying, we'd have to have an E second, so it doesn't work. How about NGE? And the N is lying, should have been in green. Munge is a word, but that doesn't actually work. Is like funge a word, like dealing with fungus in some way? No. Or wunge. Kind of grasping here because I'm not sure what to do. UNGE seems like the only reasonable way to do this. What if we start with U, though? Does that work? Usage, but there's no A. Oof. And we can't use that. We can't use that S anyway. Why do I say the G has to be true? Maybe the G is lying. Okay. Let's go out these words and then redo them. So the E is definitely true. I'm saying there's no M, but maybe we don't need to do that yet. We're going to say these are true. Let's say the G was lying. So that would mean no M. Okay, so we'd be in this situation. So we'd have an N and a U. So like un something ending in E. Unq. I know it's not a word. I'm so grasping here. Could we end in UE somehow? I don't see how. Did I make a wrong assumption here? Is funge a word? No. Gunge? Gunge is a word. Okay, finally got something locked in. Finally had a lie that I can just immediately identify. That E has to be lying. Okay, so there's no G in the word. That G is lying. That means there's no M. That means the U is true. Okay. So we have a U and an N and we end in E. The U is first or fourth. Maybe we're un something. What do we even have left to use though? We can't do unuse because that has too many lies in Bloom. Wow, this result did not help me, did it? At least I know the G is the lie in Minge. That helps quite a bit, actually. But I don't know what this word is. So we could end in UE, like end somewhere ending in UE. I don't think we're on we. No, that's not even, I don't think that's how you spell it. That's not that for sure. If we use a second E, we have to also use an S. Like ES UNE or something. No, EUSNE or something. Still doesn't work. UNESE or no, that doesn't work either. UNSEE. Unsee? Wait. I thought I found it. Okay, this E is telling the truth. Interesting. We know there's a U, so this U is lying. Whoa. Ensu? Does Ensu actually work? It does. Oh. Yikes. The E's really threw me off. Holy cow. So the lie was the E here, not the S. Wow. Oh, that was one of the hardest fibbles I've ever actually succeeded in without having to do a filler. Holy cow. That was an adventure. Okay. Well, let's do Betweenle. We'll start with Ensu. All right, we are 2.3% away from the beginning of the alphabet. I think that still is an A. Let's try a late A, like artsy. Yep, I was right. In fact, it's not even that late of an A. There's a lot of words starting with A. So maybe something like alley? Ooh, very close. AL something, probably. Is there an ALL word I can do? Probably not. I'll try allay, though. Okay. AL what? Algae? Ooh, so we're like halfway between algae and allay. ALI would be kind of middle. Is there a word for that? Yeah, like alive. Ooh. I thought alive would do it. Alike then? Okay. What's left here? Is allied a word? No. Before K. JIHG? Align. Ooh, that's tough. All right, align an 8, despite having such a good start near the beginning of the alphabet there. All right, cool. Well, let's do word 500. We'll start with align. That's not terrible. Of course, we're back to one yellow. Okay. There was a comment, something like, the only guaranteed things in life are death, taxes, and ranks getting one yellow in word 500. Let's use the A. I don't know, in the middle or something. What should I do here? Like STA? Stare. Perfect. 2 greens and stare. Okay, I'm going to say I got the A right. And I'm going to say I got the E right. This is very, very common. So what are we going to do? We're missing the L and the R, though, so it's a little bit harder, but I'm sure there's plenty. CHA? Is there a word? Chafe is... Oh, apparently accepted. It's not AE. If we say we got the A right, sorry, this is supposed to be yellow, then that would mean no E. So we need the ST or R in place. Interesting. So I don't like the T in place very much, because what goes something TA, something something? I feel like we'd have to start with a vowel. We can't start with A because it's yellow in a line. So it would be an O or a U. Yeah, because we can't do ST. Okay, so I don't think I like the T in place. S in place seems reasonable. What would we do, though? SMA? Can't do smack, can't do small. There should be an SMA word, right? What? Maybe not. SPA then? Spam. I'm like out of ways to do this. What about AR? This seems hard too. Charm would have been interesting instead of using the E, but I can't do that now. Wouldn't have been correct, but still. Board. 2 greens. Let's say we got the AR right. That's what would have happened there. So, this seems hard now. ARM? Feels like one of the few ways to finish this. I want to do swarm, but we can't use the S also. What if it was like this? SOA. Soapy. Oh, whoa. I thought it was like, oh, okay, I'll just guess soapy. That'll help. Helped a bit more than I expected. Alrighty, nice. Soapy in 5. Pretty good. All right, let's play Polygonle. Hexpert is on for now. This repeats, this repeats. Okay, we got what I call a sandwich, and that actually really helps with ing here. So we could do like filling. Not ing. Okay. I had a request to do like EST more often. So does that help in this case? I don't really like, how do you end an EST? Especially without an I. It seems hard, doesn't it? Like biggest, right? But obviously it's not biggest. So maybe not EST today. Let's actually look at ER, ED, ES. Very, very common, all of them. Let's use ED. Let's put the L. Oh, wait, the L doesn't repeat. So this would actually force the L here. That's actually really interesting. That's good to know. And so what would this be? After an L, but before an E, I don't think works. So we are not going to look at that. We are going to try to figure out what's going on here. What if we just end in LS? Yeah, I still need this sandwich to be filled with something. Battles. That's how you spell battles. Matals. I like ATTA. What can I do with that? Can I start with L? Maybe let? Letters. Wait, I got it. Letters, nice. That's the other thing. Instead of ER, ERS. There's a lot of plurals. Cool. I'm amazed that I figured that out. Nice. And Hexpert too. How many options were there? Okay, so yeah, it's one of those words that has a lot of options, so it's a lot easier to kind of work your way through it. But still, getting it in 2, I like that. That's good. All right, let's do the mini. This repeats, that's it. So we could do something like tools. There are plurals in this. All right. So if it is a vowel, it's double E. Let's see if we can find one for that. Keep thinking of plurals. Maybe there's like an E-E-R-Y word. Or something along those lines. Seedy? No, can't do seedy. Weedy? It's very weedy in my garden. All right. Let's try E at the end. Oh no, let's try an E here. Let's actually do ER if we can. Inner. It is ER. Okay. What are we repeating here? P feels like one of the few options. Upper. Nice. All right. It was one of the few options. Cool. Well, let's do Symble. Start with Blaze. Nothing from Blaze. So my follow-up is Toxin. I want that uncommon letter to catch a symbol. Wow, nothing from Toxin either. I don't have a follow-up that I do consistently because this happens so infrequently. So let's think about what we want to do here. I'm grumpy about not having a good follow-up. Ooh. Could we be UMP? Or are we, yeah, we're not GR, that's for sure. Or are those yellow? Ooh, yellow would be tough there. Chump. Wow. Okay. So, what's happening? We have this orange has to be our out of place symbol. So basically 3 letters in grump go in the last 3 spots of grump of our answer. But we also know that only 1 letter in chump goes in the 4th slot. So it has to be something common between grump and chump. So it's a U or a P. We also know H is second because that's the in place. Let's choose the U for now. It could be a P. But that means we have to use the R and the G as well to fill these two, because that's just kind of what the symbols are telling us. We need to use 3 letters from grump, and only one of them can be in chomp, so it can't be rearranging the UMP. Really strange. So I need to use the G and the R. How do I do that? Shrug. Wow. That was weird thinking about it backwards. All right, shrug and 5. Yeah, that was a really interesting situation there. Decoding that was fun. All righty. Well, let's do Fusele. So each guess is going to have a twist. We're playing the blind version, meaning we don't get to know the twist ahead of time until we get to that guess. So we know that this guess, we have to repeat a letter. That's our twist. So I can't actually use the answer from Symble. Let's just do start then. That's a fun one. All right, we have an A and an R in the word. We're going to get a lie, just like Fibble in this guess. So one of them will be lying. I want to do an R here. Ooh, what was I going to do with the A though? Maybe like a OA. Is there a word like that? Okay, maybe I just start with RA. Rampy? That's not a word? Okay. I've said rampy before. Ooh, what about REA? Yeah, great. Can't do great though. Freak. Unfortunately, the lie is not obvious here. Okay, here we're not going to get yellows. We're only going to get greens. So I am thinking about seeing if this R or A is lying. I'm going to do an REA again. I know it can't be, but it'll tell me whether the R or the A was lying, because we know they're in the word. And maybe there's an E in the middle. If so, if that's the lie, that would be nice to know. But I'm not depending on that. We'll guess cream. The A was the lie. Okay. So we know that there's an A here, and then there's an R somewhere not second. Maybe first, and then all new letters otherwise. Where do I want this R? Is a really good question. Here we're going to get Symble-like clues, the game we just played. I'll explain it when the clues come up. It's very powerful, though. We don't have to worry too much about what we guess. We're just going to try to guess the right answer. I'm trying to think about where this R goes. You do OAR? Or like runal? Runal doesn't work. That A fourth. I have so much trouble thinking of words with A fourth. It's like a failure of mine. What are words with A fourth? I mean, I feel like I got to do like OA. Did I think of anything? How about molar? That's good. All right, so greens are in place. And these blues are meaning a different letter in molar goes in those slots. So this actually has to be an O or an L, because the MA got used by greens, so they can't also point at blues. So we end in O or L, and we know there's an R in the word, so this has to be the R, because the R doesn't have another blue to choose from. So I'm thinking it's mural. Now here's the problem. Oh my gosh, so I think we got lucky. So we have to guess a word backwards, and apparently larum happens to be a word, so we're allowed to guess it. That's really funny. So normally you can't get the answer here because your answer isn't a word also backwards. We're supposed to guess a word backwards, but it just happened that this is the first time in playing Fusele for a long time every day that I have been able to get an answer on this twist specifically. So that's actually really neat. Nice. I'll have to tell Toyer about this. She's the one who created this game. All right, let's play FoxiMax. So it is quite a gambling game. The idea is we need to guess a letter. I'm going to start by guessing E. Now, there was an E in the word. In fact, there were 2 E's in the word. So it revealed all E's, and E will always be revealed from now on. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to guess what this word is. But if we get a letter wrong, it adds another word to the field. And if we have 8 words on the field, if it would add a 9th, we lose. So we need to be careful here. I'm thinking R is going to happen quite often with this EE. So let's try R. Ooh, I am right. REED, I think, is really common. Could be greed. What else could it be? I think D is good. Yes. Oh, Okay, I just have to get this letter right, and I get this in one, which is really uncommon. Freed, greed, creed, breed. Oh no. It's quite the gamble. Do I want breed, creed, greed, or freed? All right, well, let's be greedy and guess greed. Ah, darn. Okay, so G was incorrect, so we get a second word we have to guess. And the E and the R are already filled because we already guessed those letters. The only reason G is gray on the keyboard is it's just tracking which ones were wrong initially. But if there are G's that it'll still reveal G's if there are G's in the future words. It could be freed, breed, or creed still. What do we think helps this second word? E something R. Maybe EAR? What would EAR be though? E or something. Earth maybe? All right, let's try that. EAR? Yep. Is it Earth? It's not Earth. T was incorrect. Okay, darn. I was so close to getting this in one. This D. What goes after the D? Can't be E. An S? Could we be plural? I don't know if this game has plurals. A Y maybe? Ooh, this word had a Y. Early. Okay, got the second word. What do we think this is? Still could be freed, creed, or breed, by the way, but I'm trying to come up with an excuse to use those letters because I don't want to just reveal two more words for no reason. A N, a U, a I. What is this word though? Abode, maybe? Oh no, that doesn't end in E. I think I have to try an S. It does end in S. Okay. What would this be though? Acids? Let's try C because it gets us creed as well. It is acids. We're down to breed or freed. Freed. Okay, I think it's breed. Okay. Now this G is only gray because G was one of the words, one of the letters that revealed a word. That's the only reason it's gray. So G, nothing else that we've guessed. I think we're gonna need another vowel. Let's try O. Okay. AGO what? What is this word? OW? I don't see how that works. OHON? Wagon? Okay, got it in 4. 4 is actually very good for this game. It's really a shame though. If I'd gone with breed, I don't know that I would have gone with breed first though. Greed, freed, breed, creed, maybe others. Yeah. Okay. Well, got there eventually. Well, how'd you do? And those are the games for today. Hope you enjoyed them. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.